Pravishtom Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtottara Sata Sri Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nitya Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtottara Sata Sri Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitya Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtottara Sata Sri Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitya Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtottara Sata Sri Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitya Pravishtom Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtottara Sata Sri Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Mahabhagavat Srila Gaurkishore Das Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Vaishnava Sarva Bhaum Shri Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Gaudiya Vedanta Charya Baladev Vijabhusan Prabhu Ki Jai. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Trai Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath Sada Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Srila Sarup Damodar Ramananda Adi Gaura Parsada Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Sikaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Go Govardhan Dvadashavanatmaka Shri Braj Mandala Dham Ki Jai. Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Yamuna Ganga Tulsi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Govinda Radha Gopinath Radha Madan Mohan Jiu Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Raman Radha Damodar Jiu Ki Jai. Jai Shrimati Lalita Vishaka Adi Ashta Sakhi Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Manjari Rati Manjari Ananga Manjari Adi Manjari Vrinda Ki Jai. Shrimati Vrinda Devi Ki Jai. Shrimati Purnamasi Yoga Maya Devi Ki Jai. Shri Gopishwar Mahadev Ki Jai. Sarva Bhishta Pradata Giriraj Govardhan Ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Chakra Jiu Ki Jai. Shri Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Bhakti Vigna Vinashana Shri Nrsinga Dev Ki Jai. Bhakta Pravara Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai. Charodam Charo Sampradaya Charo Acharya Ki Jai. Akara Matraj Shri Chaitanya Mat Ki Jai. Or Ananya Shaka Mat Samuha Ki Jai. Shri Vishwa Vaishnav Raj Sabha Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai. Tribhuvana Pavana Harinam Samkirtana Ki Jai. Tribhuvana Mangala Harinam Prabhu Ki Jai. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra Ki Jai. Sachinandan Gaura Hari Ki Jai. Shri Nityananda Mahajan Ki Jai. Shri Pancha Tattva Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Samagata Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Nitai Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bo. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Jaya Gaur, Jaya Nitai Jaya Gaur. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jaya Sachinandan, Jaya Gaura Hari, Sachinandan, Jaya Jai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Shri Gurun Dinataranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo mahabhadanaya Krishna prema pradayate Krishnaya Krishna chaitanya namane Gaura Trise Namah. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindai Tulsi Debai Priyai Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Sachavachai Namo Nama Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I'm offering my unlimited Dandavat Pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable beloved Gurudev Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtatarasata Sri Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. Then I'm offering my same unlimited Dandavat Pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable beloved Siksha Gurudevs Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtotarasata Sri Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj and Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtotarasata Sri Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. I offer my Dandavat Pranams to the lotus feet of all of my Sri Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga, my Siksha Guru Varga, and I offer my Dandavat Pranams to all the Vaishnavas and to all the Vaishnavis. So from our last class, we are continuing with the completion of Gurudev's seventh day, his seventh lecture in Badger, California, in, when was it? 1999. Where he has given these series of lectures titled, made into a book by the order of Gurudev, and titled Secret Truths of the Bhagavatam. So, So we heard many reasons Srila Gurudev listed, the different reasons why Krishna did not return back to Vrindavan after he had left and gone to Mathura. And each one of these reasons are very logical. Like, for example, like when Krishna came after killing Kamsa, and he came to the outskirts of the city of Mathura, and then he climbed up onto the bullock cart with Nanda Baba and Baladev. And of course this was a very difficult moment because now Krishna has been so-called reunited with his parents, the Mathura parents. But Nanda Baba is his real father, and eternally. And now it's Braj on the perimeter of Mathura. And how is this going to play out? How is it possible? So here's one reason that Krishna told to Nanda Baba. And Krishna had also decided that Jarasandha, he has millions and millions of soldiers. So if Jarasandha came to know that the Brijvasis are so near and dear to Krishna, certainly he would go there and finish all of them. So anyway, Krishna, understanding this fact, he decided, so what would happen if I were to go to Braja? Everyone there would be killed by Jarasandha. So Krishna could not go there. He wanted to go, but he considered that if Jarasandha became aware of this, then he would think, oh, all the Brijvasis, they are truly loved by Krishna. They are so dear to him, so I must smash Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, there's no soldiers, no army, no fort, no protection at all. And the Brijvasis are not warriors. And they are very innocent. They simply graze the cows. So Jarasandha would have been able to come and smash all of the Vrindavan in just one day. And Nanda Baba, he knew this fact. Yes, Nanda Baba knew this fact. So when Krishna met with him after killing Kansa, then he whispered in his ear, Krishna did to Nanda Baba, do not be upset. I will come. After destroying Jarasandha and all the other demons, I will come. I must. But if I come now, Jarasandha will come to know. And after a while, his soldiers will attack the Brijvasis, and everything in Vrindavan will be destroyed. I'll not be able to save you. And there is no fort there, no army, nothing. So that's one reason. But yet there was another reason why Krishna did not return to Vrindavan. Now Vasudeva and Devaki, they knew very well that a person who goes elsewhere to perform a job or a duty, then he will return to his original place when his duty is completed. And similarly, if Krishna, who came from Vrindavan, were to have returned to Vrindavan, then he would never have gone back to Mathura and Dwarka. But if Krishna were to say, I am going to Indraprastha, or I am going to Mithila, I'm going here and there, then Vasudeva and Devaki would never object. They would say, all right, you may go, but return very quickly. But if Krishna had requested permission from Devaki and Vasudeva to quickly go to Vrindavan and then return, they would have become very worried, they would have wept. And they would not have responded at all. And they would not have given permission. And why not? Why would they not have given permission? Because Vrindavan is Rasamayi Bhumi. It is the land of eternal loving relationships, rasa. Devaki and Vasudev knew that Krishna would not be going there to complete any duty or job, and that if he went, he would have become totally absorbed in rasa, transcendental mellows. And Krishna, he himself actually is rasa. And all the gopas and the gopis are also rasa. So therefore he would not return. If Krishna were to ask, may I go to Vrindavan? Then Devaki and Vasudeva would have begun to weep bitterly. Not only Devaki and Vasudeva would weep, all the Mathura Vasis would also weep, and they would feel that they would die that very same day. And this is why he could not go to Vrindavan, even though he sometimes wanted to go. Now what about if Krishna had gone to Vrindavan, every now and then, and met with the Brijbasis? What about that alternative? He could have easily returned, because Vrindavan is only a distance of 2 fingers from Mathura. Now the 2 places are so near that they actually border each other. And besides this, if he wanted to, he could have even gone to Goloka, Vrindavan, Goloka, could have gone to Mithila or Dwarka in a moment. So why then could he not travel an hour or 2 to Vrindavan? He never went. Why? So if he had gone back for even a moment, the separation mood of the gopis and the gopas would have increased hundreds of thousands of times and not subsided. Why? If there is a flame in a lamp, it may be extinguished by a little bit of wind. But if there's a very big fire, like a forest fire, can it be extinguished by wind? Instead, the wind will increase the fire more and more. So now, the fire of separation in the heart of the gopis and the gopas, it is like this. It is not like the very little flame from a ghee lamp which dwindles. Amazon. Yes, coming, Amazon, coming. Okay, yes. Here, take the phone. Take the phone. Okay, so the fire of separation in the heart of the gopis and the gopas, it is like this, like forest fire. It is not like the very little flame from a ghee lamp which dwindles. Now, if you put a frying pan on a stove, then the frying pan becomes reddish. And if at that time you put 1 drop of water on it, then what happens? If that water splashes on you anywhere, you will be burned. So the fire of the mood of separation in Vrindavan, it is like this. If Krishna were to have gone there for a moment, or for 1 or 2 days, the Brajbasis would have burned more. And after he had left again, they would have died at once. So for this reason also, he does not return to Vrindavan. So now, we're back at the same place where we left off. And there's 2 final sections. The first section is called The Opposing Moods of Mathura and Vrindavan. Yeah, there's a book by Srila Gaura Govinda Maharaj, where the title I think is called Mathura Meets Vrindavan, something like that. So the opposing moods of Mathura and Vrindavan, they have to be understood. And then the last section is called Understanding all of these elevated topics, because this is the end of his 7th lecture, and that's very, very short. So, now, someone may say that Krishna should bring his father, mother, all the gopis, sakas, and gopas to Mathura. But this would create a very difficult situation. There would be some danger. What danger? Rasa sankata. Rasa sankata means the danger of overlapping rasas, which is a contradiction of mellows. Now in Vrindavan, Krishna is like a cowherd boy. He is the only son of Nanda Baba. He is without shoes or umbrella, and he serves all the cows, as well as Nanda Baba and Yashoda. So in Mathura, he has no flute and he has no stick. We've never ever seen a picture of Krishna in Mathura who has a flute or a cow herding stick. He doesn't have in Mathura. And he is not a cowherd boy there. Is he dressed like a cowherd boy? No. There he is a very powerful Kshatriya king. And what kind of king? He is like an emperor. Or he is rather the emperor of emperors. And no one can challenge him there. But in Vrindavan, all the Brajabasis, they challenge him. In Mathura, no one can challenge Krishna. He's the emperor of all emperors. But in Vrindavan, all the Brajabasis, they challenge Krishna constantly. So what would happen if the Brajabasis came to Mathura? Would Krishna be able to keep his peacock feather on his head and his flute in his hand? If the Brajvasis came there to Mathura, would he be able to keep his peacock feather on his head and his flute in his hand? What would he say if Nanda Baba were to come to Mathura? Who would he address as his father and mother? Devaki and Vasudev, or Yashoda and Nanda Baba? And with whom would he spend the night? With the gopis or Satyabhama and Rukmini? They would all fight. So, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 43rd chapter, verse 17, it states that in Mathura, Krishna is Paradevata. He is the Lord of Lords. Paradevata in Mathura. And that he is for all the Yadavas, Yadu dynasty. Paradevata means Vrishinam Paradevateti. That he is the King of Kings. And he is worshipful for all the Mathura Vasis. In Vrindavan, he is Svajana, as opposed to there in Mathura. In Vrindavan, he is Swajan. Svajan means simply the son of Nanda Baba, simply the friend of the cowherd boys, simply the beloved of the gopis. He is not Paradevata. No Gopa will worship him. Yashoda Maya never worshipped him. And the gopis only worship him with abuses. And they say to him, you are Kala, you are black, you are Lampat, you are a womanizer, you are Chor, you are a thief, and you are also black-hearted. And this is their worship. So if all the gopis go to Mathura and abuse Krishna in this way in front of all the Yadavas, what would happen? There would be no solution to the problems that would arise. So in Mathura, Krishna is worshipful for all of the Yadavas, even for Uddhava and Akrura and King Ugrasena. But in Vrindavan, Gopas like Sridama and Subal climb onto his shoulders and they say, oh my horse, go on, go on. Hey, quickly, 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 run. But if Sridama and Subal were to go to Mathura and make Krishna be their horse in front of all the Yadavas, there would be a big problem. Now Devaki and Vasudev, they cannot accept obeisances from Krishna. They cannot accept pranam from Krishna. Why not? Because they believe that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And therefore they have awe and reverence for him. They have seen his four-armed form. In Vrindavan, on the other hand, Nanda Baba tells Krishna, "Oh, bring my padokas, bring my shoes." Then Krishna puts those shoes on his head, and he comes to his father dancing. But if Nanda Baba were in Mathura, and if in front of the Yadavas he were to order Krishna, "Oh my son, you should bring my shoes," would he bring those shoes? He would be confused about what to do. And moreover, in Vrindavan, Krishna is with all the gopis, like Radhika, Lalita, and Vishaka. Can he sit with Radhika or perform Ras Leela in Mathura in front of the Yadus? Can he massage the feet of Radhika in front of them? He cannot. This is Rasa Sankula, a congestion of mellows. How would Krishna reconcile all these things? He would be in a dilemma. So therefore he does not bring anyone to Mathura from Vrindavan. Now Krishna is thinking, what should I do? Krishna's thinking, what should I do? Due to the circumstances, he cannot go to Vrindavan. But however, he sometimes sends his messenger to pacify his father and mother. And then, at the same time, his messenger can learn something there. Who's the messenger? Uddhava. Now this is out of all the reasons, this reason is the most important reason for Krishna's sending Uddhava. So that he can be admitted into the school of the gopis. Here, Krishna is thinking that Uddhav should be admitted into that school, and he should learn the truths about their prem. And although Uddhav cannot realize these truths, he can't realize them, but he can try to learn. So he should go there and he should be admitted. Now Lalita and Vishaka, they are the teachers, and Srimati Radhika herself is the principal. So Krishna is thinking that Uddhava should be admitted into that school, and he should learn the truths about their prem. So although Uddhav cannot realize these truths, but he can try to learn. So he should go there and he should be admitted. Now Uddhav cannot possibly know. He cannot possibly know all the consonants and vowels, swara and vyanjana of Vrindavan. He can never learn that. He need only know 2.5 letters. And in Sanskrit, the word prem has 2.5 letters. So that's all he needs to learn. In English, there is no word like this, prem. So in this way, Krishna sent Uddhav to Vrindavan so that he would learn something about prem. And Krishna considered that when this messenger becomes qualified, then he will come back here, and then I will be able to share some of my suffering with him. So therefore, he should be sent. His main purpose in sending Uddhav was not that he required a messenger, but rather that he wanted Uddhav to realize a little something of Vrajaprem. And then when he returns and he sees me weep, Krishna is thinking, then he will realize why I am weeping and why I am suffering. And then I can distribute some of my suffering to him. So that completes that section. So now Gurudev is ending his lecture series, 7 lectures. And he's going to leave New Braj the following morning. So now Gurudev is telling, all of us should begin from the beginning. What is the beginning? Upadeshamrita, verse 1. Vacho vegam manasakroda vegam jiva vegam uduropashta vegam etan vegan yo vijaheta dira sarvam apimam pritivim sashishyat. What does that mean? First verse of Upadeshamrita. It means that a wise and a self-composed person who can subdue the impetus to speak, vacho vegam, the agitation of the mind, manasa vegam, the onset of anger, krodha vegam, the vehemence of the tongue, jiva vegam, the urge of the belly, udara vegam, the agitation of the genitals, upasta vegam. So, etan vegan yo vijaheta dira. Anyone who is dira. Dira means very sober, very intelligent, very equipoised, cannot be moved by these 6 different vegas, urges. So any person who can tolerate the vehemence of all these 6 urges, then that person, sarvam apimam pritivim sashishyat. So here it says pritivim, that means the whole world, everyone in the world. Sashishyat, he can make them his disciples. Here, the word is that he can instruct the entire world. So in other words, all persons may become disciples of such a self-controlled person. Now, Gurudev jumps to the 4th verse. He's telling what we should do now that we've heard all these subject matters. How can we enter? How can we understand them? Now he quotes verse 4. Dadati pratigrinnati guhyam akyati prichati bhunkte bojayate chaiva sadvidam priti lakshanam. Now, these are the 6 symptoms of priti lakshanam, loving association with devotees. How to reciprocate with devotees. There are 6 ways. Actually 3 pairs of ways, but 6. First one, offering items to pure devotees that they require. It could be anything that they require. That's called dadati. And pratigrinnati means to accept their prasadi or their remnant items that are given by the pure devotees. The second one, guhyam akyati prichati. This is very essential. Guhyam akyati prichati. This means that Guhyam means confidential. Guhyam. And whatever realizations a devotee is experiencing, if he finds the appropriate person to reveal his heart, this confidential, and he tells to that devotee, and then what happens, that person also reciprocates with him and reveals their heart. So we can see that in this world, all human relationships that we have with general human society, they don't know us intimately, we don't know them intimately. But if somebody wants to get to know someone, what do? Well, Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada explains that in his purport to the Upadeshamrita. He uses the example of a businessman. Like a Japanese businessman, for example, is arriving off of a plane in America, or vice versa, American businessman arriving in Japan. So, in either case, the person of that country who wants to become a potential business partner, what do? They greet them at the airport. They drive them to their hotel, and then they bring them to a restaurant. You see? So upon meeting them, they give them some gifts, whatever it may be. It could be candy, it can be money, it can be anything. So the giving of some items, right? Then they drive them to a restaurant after they've relaxed, taken a shower. And now at the restaurant, what do? They feed them. Bhunkte bhojayate. This is going on all throughout human society. You want to get to know someone, you have to sit and eat with them. You have to share food, eat together, right? Bhunkte bhojayate chaiva. Now, of course, this is referring to pure devotees, I want to stress. But Srila Prabhupada wrote in his purport that this is actually the basis even of mundane relationships in this world. So after giving and receiving gift, after feeding and accepting food, then comes guhyam akyati prachati. In the case of the businessmen, now they've developed an atmosphere, a mood of trust, a mood of mutual liking. And now they want to reveal their heart. Oh, I have a plan. I think that if we follow this plan, both of us can make tons and tons of money like that. So, Srila Prabhupada wanted to point out that the material world is actually a reflection of the spiritual world. Whatever relationships are happening here, they're happening there, but in their pure form. In their pure, transcendental, unadulterated form. They are going on in the spiritual world. And so, this fourth verse of Upadeshamrita is teaching how to associate with Vaishnavas. How to share affection. Because if there's no affection, then there's no real relationship. You can have like a distant relationship, but if you want to develop an actual close relationship, friendship, then you have to exchange in these 6 ways. Three pairs of ways. So, and then what happens? Priti lakshanam. Then love develops, affection develops. Now Gurudev jumps to the 8th verse, which Gurudev loves to quote this verse. And we cannot hear it enough. Neither can we study it enough. Because actually, it's what we have to do. One day, we have to do this. One day, we have to do this. So now, Gurudev says, after he quotes those couple of shlokas, now he said, there are so many important principles here. So then, verse 8. Tannama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu Smrityo Kramena Rasana Manasi Niyojya Tishtan Braje Tadanuragi Jananugami Kalam Nayed Akilam Iti Upadesha Saram. So, now, Gurudev, he's quoted this verse. While living in Braja, so the first point is Tishtan Braje. While living in Braja, why not living in America, in Russia, in any other place on the surface of the globe? No. Tishtan Braje. Krishna is in Braj always. He never leaves Braj. If we want to develop our relationship with Krishna, we have to merge our feelings and our understanding that Braja is Krishna's eternal abode, and it's also non-different than himself. So Gurudev says in this translation, while living in Braja as a what? As a follower. While living in Braja as a follower of who? The eternal residents of Braja. Anuragi Jan. Those who have rag. Those who have ragatmik prem. So one has to live in Braj and become a follower of the eternal residents of Braja. And that's what Raga Anuga Bhakti means. To follow the eternal residents of Braja. Rag Anuga. It's their rag. And we are following the moods of their rag with a desire to one day develop that for Krishna. So, while living in Braja as a follower of the eternal residents of Braja, who possess inherent spontaneous love for Sri Krishna. So while doing that, one should utilize all his time. Here it says kalam nayed. That means all of your kala, all of your time. You should utilize all of your time. That means 24 hours. One should utilize all his time by doing what? Tannama rupa charitadi sukirtananu smrityo kramena rasana manasi niyojya. That's what needs to be done. What does it mean? In a sequence, kramena. In a sequence, one must engage the tongue, rasana, and also the mind, manasi. And it says niyojya. Niyojya means to completely absorb one's mind, one's tongue, in a sequential manner. More deeply absorbed, more deeply absorbed. Smrityo. And one should remember. Now, Tannama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu. First, one should utilize all his time in engaging the tongue and the mind in meticulous chanting and in remembrance of Krishna's names, his forms, his qualities, and his pastimes. Tan, Nama, Rupa, Charita, Adi. And Adi means beginning with. So beginning with the name, the form, and qualities. So one should utilize all one's time by sequentially engaging the tongue and the mind in meticulous chanting and remembrance of Krishna's names, forms, qualities, and pastimes. And this very instruction that Rupa Goswami is giving in this 8th verse, he makes the statement in the last 2 words, or 3 words. Iti Upadesha Saram. Saram Saram means the essence of Upadesh. The essence of all instructions that are given and throughout all the Shastras. That are given by all the realized personalities. This very instruction here is the essence of all of them. So Gurudev basically, he just he quoted those 3 verses, and after that lecture, then a drama was performed from the Brihad Bhagavatamrita. And in the drama, Krishna in Dwarka was feeling so much separation from the Brajavasis that he was not able to perform any of his daily duties. He fainted. Krishna fainted. And then Krishna was taken to Nava Vrindavan. This is a new Vrindavan in Dwarka, which was made exactly in the likeness of the real Vrindavan. So, this is all in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Sanatana Goswami. So, then, after he fainted, after Krishna fainted, then he was taken to Nava Vrindavan. And then he was dressed as a gopa with a peacock feather and flute. And when he regained consciousness, he spoke to, there were murtis there, and they were so real. It's not like if we make, a murti of our guru or of Krishna, whatever. But these murtis of Nanda Baba, of Mother Yashoda, and so forth, murtis of various Vrijavasis, they were completely unmistakable. So while this was going on, then all the Dwarkavasis, they were witnessing this event. How Krishna came out of his faint, and now he's feeling, I'm in Vrindavan, and now Nanda Baba is there, Mother Yashoda, like this. And the Dwarkavasis, that means the queens, Krishna's queens, and many others. They were completely astonished when they witnessed this take place. So now, after this drama was performed, then Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he expressed his appreciation, and he commented on the significance of the play. He said, really, Krishna is so beautiful in Vrindavan. And by comparison, he is not so beautiful in Dwarka. But Brajendra Nandan Krishna is hundreds of thousands of times more beautiful than Dwarkadish Krishna. There is one old lady there in Dwarka. And who was she? She's the mother of Kamsa. She's the chaste wife of King Ugrasena. What's her name? Padma. Her name is Padma. And she's an old lady of 110 years old. And when she saw Krishna's form in this Nava Vrindavan in Dwarka, right? She was filled with lust. When she saw Krishna, she wanted to embrace him. So what to speak of others? Satyabhama, Rukmini, all the other queens, they lost their composure. So, Krishna is so beautiful. He is the essence of all beauty. And he is also Manmata Manmata. What does that mean? Manmata Manmata. That means he is the Cupid of Cupids. Because Manmata means Cupid, who can completely, forcibly attract one's mind. But Krishna is the attractor of the attractor. Manmata Manmata. So this completes those 7 days of lectures. And I could go over again, but I want to move along that the part two is the Gurudev's. There are 4 different songs that Gurudev explained in 4 different houses of the devotees. He was visiting their houses. Then a song was sung, and then Gurudev, he explained the song. So the first song, Yasomati Nandan, is called Praman and the commencement of Prameya. So we sing this song every day at noontime here in the temple. It's written by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And in the Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj's temple, he had given a sequence for the Mangal Artik. And so there they sing Kali Kukur Kadan Jadi Chauhe. They sing that as the first song in Mangal Artik. And that is the song telling all the various very, very wonderful names of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And the second song they sing is this one. Yasomati Nandana Brajabarana Gara Gokula Ranjana Kana. But here and in other Gaudiya mats, maybe also there, I don't remember, but they sing Yasomati Nandan in the midday artik. So, the more that I sing this song over the years, and the more that I hear Gurudev's explanation of this song, it becomes really an amazingly wonderful meditation. So, here's the song, and then after the song, then Gurudev is going to explain the song. Very wonderful explanation. So first of all, Yasomati Nandana Brajabaranagara Gokula Ranjana Kana Gopi Paranadhana Madana Manohara Kalya Damana Vidhana. Yasomati Nandan. What does Yasomati Nandan mean? What? I can't see what book you have. Yes, that's the song. It's at the end of, it's a section at the end. You can't find it? You cannot find it? Give to me. Bring the book. What? Oh, you have the Russian book. Oh. Anyway, they should. I don't see why they wouldn't have it, because if they're translating the book, then they should translate everything that's in the English book. But there's a section at the end of the book where Gurudev is going to the houses of devotees and they sing a song there. And then Srila Gurudev explains the song in the house of the devotee. There's 4 songs, but that's not the final part. The final part is part 3. There's 3 parts. Part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay? And in the final part, then there's 6 different short lectures or essays. Observance of the Purushottam month, observance of Annakut festival, the high class disciple, the glory of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, honoring devotees, and ripples in a pond. Those are the 6. So, listen, you still haven't found it? Okay, listen to me. Do what I say. At the end of what we were just reading, at the end of what we just read, the seventh lecture. Immediately after that, it should be on the next page. Immediately after that is the beginning of these songs. These 4 different songs. Can you see that or not?
We have chapter 8.
Whatever they call it. But what is there in the chapter 8? What is there?
Buddha, he goes to the school of Bhakti. And the name of this chapter, please do not be late.
Please do not be late. Okay. Anyway, forget it. I'm just going to read this now. If you can't find it, then that's too bad. So this first verse of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Yasomati Nandana Braja Baranagara Gokula Ranjana Kana. Krishna is the most beloved son of Mother Yashoda. That means Yasomati Nandana. He is the most beloved son of Mother Yashoda. Because Mother Yashoda is called Yashomati. Nandana means son. Vraja Vara Nagara. So, in Vraja, Krishna is called the Varanagara. That means the topmost Nagara. Nagara means a hero. A hero. Nagara. Then Gokula Ranjana. Gokula Ranjana means that in Gokula, Krishna is giving Ranjana, so much happiness to all the Brijvasis who live in Gokula. Kana. Kana is a nickname of Krishna. Yes. A very affectionate nickname of Krishna. Kana. And Gopi Paranadhana means that of the gopis, he is their prandhana. Prandhana means he is the wealth or the treasure of their pran, of their lives. Madan Manohara means he is the Madan Manohar. He is the enchanter of Cupid. He enchants Cupid. Usually Cupid enchants everybody else. But in this case, Cupid is enchanted by him. And Kaliya Damana Vidhana. That means that serpent Kaliya was subdued and punished by Krishna. Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasa. What does that mean? Amala Harinam means that these spotless names of Krishna that are throughout this song, they are filled with what? Amya Vilasa, nectarine pastimes. Amya means nectar. So Amala Harinam, these pure names are Amya Vilasa. They're filled with vilas, many pastimes that are Amya. Amya means nectar. Next name, Vipina Purandara. So what does Vipin mean? Vipina. It means that there is a forest. Vipina. Vipina means forest. But Krishna is called Vipina Purandara. That means he is the king of the forest of Braja. And then the next word, the name of Krishna is Naveen Nagara Vara. Naveen Nagara Vara. The word Naveen means new, fresh, or youthful. And Nagara, the same word is here. Brajabara Nagara, Navina Nagara Vara. He is the supreme, lover or hero. And he is very youthful, always fresh and beautiful. Vamshivadana. You know this name, Vamshivadana? You know this name, Vamshivadana? You should. Because I gave the name Vamshivadana to her father when I gave him initiation. So, what is Vamshivadan? Vamshivadana means that he's holding the flute to his lips and playing the flute. And Suvasa means he wears very beautiful garments. This is one of the things I really liked about Krishna when I first learned about Krishna, that he's God. But he doesn't just wear a big long white robe. No. Unlimited, beautiful clothing, decorations, jewels, crowns, everything imaginable, but simple as a cowherd boy. Yes. Praja jana palana asura kulanashana nanda godhana rakawala. So this means Braja Jana Palana. What does Palana mean? Palana means who maintains and supports. So who does Krishna maintain and support? The Braja Jana. All the residents of Braj. Krishna is their Palana. Braja Jana Palana. Then Asura Kula Nashana. Asura Kula, Kula refers to family, okay? But it also refers to a group. So Asura Kula, these groups of demons, these Asuras, what does he do? Nashana. He kills them. He kills all these demons. Asura Kula Nashana. The Nanda Godhana Rakowala. Now, Nanda Godhana means that Nanda Maharaja's cows, Godhana means his, Godhana means the wealth of his herds of cows. So who is Krishna in relation to Nanda Godhana? The wealth of cows of Nanda Maharaj? He is the Rakawala. Rakawala means that he gives so much pleasure and protection to all the cows, the gopas, the gopis. Yes, he protects. Then comes the name Govinda, Madhava, Navanita Taskara. We all know what is the meaning of the name of Govinda. Do you know what Govinda means? Govinda. No, not take care. Vinda means pleasure. He gives pleasure to the cows. But does it only mean the cows? Vinda? No, go has multiple meanings. Go means cow. Go means the senses that you have. These are called go. That's why if you become elevated transcendentalist, then you're called Go Swami. Because you are Swami, you are the controller of your go, of your senses. So, Go Vinda. Go means cows, go means senses. Go also means land. The land is also called go. So Govinda means who gives pleasure to the cows, to the senses, to the gopas, the gopis, the land of Braj, everything. Second name of Krishna is Madhava. Do you know what Madhava means? Madhava? You should learn. If you don't know, but you should learn. Madhava. So, Madhava actually means the consort or the beloved of Lakshmi Devi, Madhava. And in Braj, in Vrindavan, Radha Madhava are worshipped. Why? Because Radharani is the supreme goddess of fortune. above any other gopis or Lakshmis or any. Srimati Radharani topmost. So Madhava means who is the consort of Lakshmi Devi. Navanita. Do you know what Navanita means? Navanita means fresh butter. Fresh. The butter has just been made by churning the yogurt. And now the Brijvasis have tons and tons of fresh butter. Navanita. And do you know that Krishna is very attracted to fresh butter? I don't know how attracted he would be towards the butter that we keep in the refrigerator. But in Braj, they have fresh butter every day, made from yogurt. So then they churn the yogurt, and it turns into butter, and what is left over is the liquid portion, and that is called chach, like buttermilk. And that's very healthy to drink. In Vrindavan, we have a little shop that we always go to, and you can get a very refreshing cup with certain spices in it, like roasted cumin powdered. Okay, when you're coming towards from Rup Sanatan, and you come to that main road, and you if you turn right, then you go to Banki Bihar. If you turn left, you go to Loy Bazaar. At the end of that road, there is a what do you call it? It's kind of like a dead end, but it actually, you can go either left, that brings you all the way down to Loy Bazaar, or you can go right from there. Okay, right at that very place, right there's actually a temple, very famous temple of Lord Shiva there. Yes, Bangkandi Mahadev is right there, and there's also a bookshop there, and also our lawyer's office is right there. And then just to the right of that is a shop. It used to have, like in the background, a big, huge picture of cows walking. But that's the cow shop. They have another shop near to Niduvan. As you're going from Niduvan to Radharaman Temple, then right in between there's 2 shops there, and you get the most amazing lassi. Most amazing lassi. And a few other things they sell there. But the other shop sells chach. It used to be 5 rupees, now it's 10 rupees. But, it's very healthy. And it's very tasty, a little bit sour, with a little salt, and some cumin, roasted cumin, and that's what the Brijvasis drink. Okay, so Navanita Taskara is the name of Krishna, where Krishna loves to steal. Taskara means a thief. So he's the butter thief. That's Krishna's name. Navanita Taskara. So be careful. If you have lots of butter, he may come. Then the final, Sundarananda Gopal. Sundarananda Gopala means, Sundara means beautiful, and Nanda Gopal means the Gopal of Nanda. So he is the beautiful cowherd son of Nanda Maharaj, Sundarananda Gopala. Then the last verse is telling, Jamuna tatachara kopiva sanahara rasarasika kripa moy rasarasika kripa moy. And this is, Gurudev will talk about this. We'll hear him in a minute. Yamuna Tata Chara, Tata means the bank. Yamuna Tata means the bank of the Yamuna River. And Chara means one who travels, one who goes along the bank of the Yamuna. Krishna is always doing that. with his cows, cowherd boys. They're always traveling along the banks of the Yamuna, and they don't look like the banks of the Yamuna nowadays. They have beautiful forests and trees and ponds and swans and lotus flowers and everything imaginable. The beauty. So, why is Krishna going along the bank of the Yamuna? Well, there's another very beautiful verse by that Raghupati Upadhyaya. Gopati, I can't remember the Sanskrit. He told the verse to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But no, who will believe me? He's saying in the verse, if this Supreme Personality of Godhead is wandering along the banks of the Yamuna, and what is he doing? What's his occupation? Hunting the gopis. He's a hunter. So, in this song, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Yamuna tatachara gopi vasanahara. So on the bank of the Yamuna, Krishna found that the gopis were bathing, and they they put their clothing on the bank, and they went into the water because they were doing the Katyayani Vrat. These were very young gopi girls. And they were praying to Goddess Katyayani for 1 month. They did the austerity. This comes right after Kartik, that month. You know? And they were praying that, Yoga Maya, Maha Yogin, something, I forget. So, but they were praying to Krishna and to what? Nanda Gopi. Right. So they're praying to Goddess Katyayani, who's actually Yoga Maya. And they're praying, please make the son of Nanda Maharaj our husband. We want him to be our husband. So, when Krishna saw their clothing there, of course he knew everything, what was going on. He grabbed their clothing from the bank and he climbed up into a tree. He had a cowherd boy with him. And now he's sitting up in the tree, and the water was cold because it was the month of December. And the gopis had finished their vrata and their chanting, and now they wanted to come out, but they saw that their clothing was gone. They looked up in the tree, and there was Krishna with their clothing. So that's such a beautiful pastime. We go to that place, Chirgat. Oh, so beautiful pastime. And how Krishna jokes with them and teases them, and they love it. And finally at the end, they come out of the water, and Krishna sees them, because they're praying, become our husband. Well, only the husband can see the wife without clothing. So Krishna showed, yes, okay, I'm your husband, you should come out and show me your beauty. And then Krishna threw their clothing down to them, and then they dressed themselves. But Krishna gave them a promise. In the coming months, in the full moon time, you will dance with me under the beautiful moon in Braja Vrindavan. So, Gopi Vasanahara Rasa Rasika Kripamai. So, Krishna is called the Ras Rasika, which means that he is the enjoyer of the rasa dance. Rasa Rasika. Not rasa, rasa Rasika. And Kripamoy, Krishna is full of mercy. Then Sri Radha Ballabha, he is Radha Ballabha, the beloved of Srimati Radhika. Vrindavana Natavara, he is what? Natabara. You know Natabara? Nata means dancing. It's like Bharat Natyam is dancing. So Natavara means he's the greatest of all dancers. In all of Vrindavan, Krishna is the supreme dancer. Now, who did he demonstrate that to? To the gopis. When he did what? Danced on the heads of the Kaliya serpent. That was his display to the gopis, that in the future, I'm going to dance with you. You see how expert I am? So Vrindavana Natabara, and the final word in this song, Bhakti Vinoda Ashraya. Oh, this person, this Krishna, who has all these beautiful names, he is the shelter, he is the ashray of this Bhakti Vinod. So now Gurudev is telling that for all these sweet names of Krishna, when you sing, Gurudev is telling, try to understand the meaning. Try to understand the meaning when you sing. Now, among all kirtans, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Yasomati Nandanan and his Vibhabari Shesha Aloka Pravesha, Nidrachari Uttajiva, Bolo Hari Hari, Mukunda Murari, Rama Krishna Hayagriva. Of all of the songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's, amongst all kirtans, he says, these two kirtan songs, they are very elevated. Now, at the time of Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, not everyone was allowed to sing these kirtans. Only very advanced devotees could sing them. Otherwise, they were not sung. So the moods in these songs are very high, so high. Yasomati Nandan is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, who is covered with what? Madhurya, with sweet human-like pastimes. And here, he is not addressed as the Supreme Personality, only as Yasomati Nandana. He's not even addressed as Nandanandana. Nandanandan is such a sweet name, but I think that Yasomati Nandan is even more sweet. Why? Because the devotion and the Vatsalya, the parental love of Yashoda, is superior to that of Nanda Baba. So the two cannot actually be compared. But for those in Tatastha, in the neutral position, it is possible to compare them. And every associate of Krishna in Braja, they all view their specific rasa with Krishna. They all view their own rasa with Krishna as being most superior. So, who is Yasomati Nandan? He is that Krishna who is controlled by Yashoda and who is always weeping for butter and chapatis. Although he weeps, sometimes Yashoda says, I will not take you in my lap and I will never give you milk. And then Krishna throws himself down, rolls on the earth and cries, Mayari, Mayari, my dude piyunga. Oh mother, I will drink milk. Then Yashoda replies, oh, you cannot come in my lap. You have now become a thief. You are a robber. I will never give you milk. Then Krishna weeps bitterly. And sometimes Narada comes and sees this scene and he thinks, oh, how fortunate is Yashoda. Even though Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, she thinks he is her own son. And she takes hold of Krishna and warns him, you should not do that. She chastises him saying, I will not give you milk. So in Narada's eyes, Krishna is not Yashodanandan. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's how Narada sees Krishna. As the Sarva Karana Karanam, who is the cause of all causes. So Narada has never seen Krishna's human-like Leela pastimes. He has not seen in his life, Narada. But now he is seeing it in Braja. So sometimes Yashoda binds Krishna to a grinding mortar, and then afterwards she weeps for hours and hours. Yashoda will tie Krishna around his waist to a grinding mortar, but what will she do? After she did that, then she goes and weeps for hours. And it is because of Yashoda that Srimati Radhika comes to the house of Nanda Baba to cook. And Yashoda engages Radhika in that service. Who engages Radhika to cook for Krishna? Yashoda. So when Radhika comes to her house, then she, Yashoda, supports and she nourishes her even more than she does to Krishna. Sometimes Yashoda gives her something to eat and Radhika becomes shy. And then Yashoda asks, "Oh, why are you shy? You are my daughter. You are just as dear to me as Krishna. So do not think there is any difference. I love you even more than your mother Kirtika does." Yashoda tells to Radhika. Do you know that Yashoda is greater than Kirtika or Kirtida? Kirtida Sundari, that's Radha's mother. So Gurudev is asking, do you know that Yashoda is greater than Kirtika? Kirtika loves Radhika, but not as much as Yashoda does. Yashoda loves her not as a daughter, but as a newly married daughter-in-law. Yashoda wants Radha and Krishna to marry. That is why she has so much love for her. I think that if we were to compare, we would see that Yashoda loves Radhika even more than she loves Krishna. So without Yashoda, there could not be any sweet pastimes. She arranges their meeting as if she does not know anything about their loving exchanges. This is Braj. Then Gurudev says, Vrajavara Nagara. Vrajavara Nagara. Who is he? He is Yashodanandan. Nagara and Nagari, the lover and the beloved. Krishna played everywhere. He played everywhere. And he is the topmost beloved of the gopis. Gokula Ranjana Kana. Gokula, Gopakula Samuha. The word Gokula means all groups. Samuhe means all groups. Groups of all gopas, groups of all gopis, groups of all cows, groups of all cowherd boys, groups of all the calves. And what transpires in Gokul? Everywhere Krishna plays and he performs vilas, pastimes. He goes cow herding. But why does he go? There is some ulterior motive. He considers that if I go, then everyone will be certain that I have gone cow herding. So that's why Krishna goes. Because everyone will be certain, oh, he's gone cow herding, he'll come back. But why is Krishna actually going cow herding? Only to meet with the gopis. In the Western countries, boys and girls meet directly, which is not very good. But the stealthy way in which the gopis meet with Krishna, hiding and meeting, that makes Krishna so happy. The gopis go to meet Krishna with much struggle and with great difficulty, and not caring for all their fathers, their mothers, fathers-in-law, neighbors, and so on. So in this way, Krishna meets them and he performs ras with them. And that is why he is Nagara, a hero or a lover. And who is Kana? Krishna's name, Kana. Kanaya is Krishna Chandra himself. Kanaya. So Kana is a nickname. Gopi Pranadana. Gopi Pranadana. Krishna is the life and the soul. He is the pran of the gopis. And the gopis are also the life and the soul of Krishna. Both are true. Without Krishna, the gopis cannot remain alive. Do you know what became of the gopis when Krishna went to Mathura? We will touch only a little of this confidential subject matter. I want to say more, but I cannot. I will keep it for future years. I can't fully explain it during my stay here once a year. We will continue it over the next 2, 4, 6, 8 years. So, Yashoda is also a gopi. All the cowherd women, both young and old, they're all gopis. But Lalita, Vishaka, and all others like them, they are the gopis referred to in this context. What is the meaning of gopi? This word gopi, what does it mean? One who can keep Krishna secretly in her heart. That is the meaning of gopi. She who cannot take Krishna out of her heart, she is a gopi. Madan Manohara. Krishna is the Cupid of Cupid of Cupid of Cupid. 4 times, Gurudev says. He is Manmata Manmata. He is the form of Krishna which enchants the heart of Cupid and who agitates the hearts of others. So Srimati Radhika is Cupida. Cupida means one who is many hundreds and thousands of times more enchanting than the Cupid of Cupids. She's called Cupida. So Kaliya Damana Vidhana, that means, Kaliya Damana Vidhana means the punisher of the Kaliya serpent. It is a matter of curiosity why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur brought Kaliya Damana Vidhana into this song. Previously he only referred to sweet pastimes. So why has he brought poison here? Actually, it is not poison. This was the first pastime in which Krishna was able to trick the gopis and to bring them near to him. The gopis were 6 or 7 years old. Krishna was 8. Krishna wanted to impress them. See how brave I am? He danced on the hoods of Kaliya only to show them, just see how qualified and brave I am. And therefore Kaliya Damana Vidhana is not a very dangerous or a harsh pastime. Then Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasa. Why has Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur uttered these words? So Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasa. Why has Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur uttered these words? What is the meaning? Krishna has invested his full power. He has invested his sweetness and all his nectarine pastimes in his name. And if you chant Hari Nam, Yasomati Nandan will come. Braja Baranagara, Gokula Ranjana Kana, and Gopi Paranadana will all come. All will come. They are all present in Harinam for one who is chanting the pure name in the mood of having a relationship with Krishna. What relation? Krishna is my prana dana. He is the wealth of my life. And with that relation, then all the pastimes I have explained, they will very quickly manifest in your heart. This is the process. Amala Harinam. You should not think that these are only words. Amala means pure. Amiya means nectar. And Vilas means dancing and singing in ras, playing on swings while everyone sings Malara Rag and so many other tunes. Sometimes Krishna controls the swing himself. And while Radhika is sitting on the swing, he swings her very high without supporting her. She becomes afraid and she cries out, "Oh, stop, stop, stop!" But Krishna does not stop. Her veil, her garments begin to fly here and there, and in her fear she embraces Krishna tightly. This is what Krishna wants. So this is Amya Vilasa. There are many kinds of vilas. They are written in Govinda Lilamrita and other books. All these Amya Vilas nectarine pastimes are invested in Hari Nam. So I'm going to complete today's class there. And in the next class, day after tomorrow, on Tuesday, today is Sunday, so day after tomorrow, I'll finish this and go into another song. And then we have, just checking the number of classes still again. Okay, so it's the 29th today. So on the 1st, on Tuesday, on the 3rd, on Thursday, and on the 6th, on Sunday. These are the 3 final classes, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Because on Tuesday, after the Sunday, then I will fly to Vrindavan. So we'll only have those 3 more classes, Tuesday the 1st, Thursday the 3rd, Sunday the 6th. Now, as I told in the other class, the Gopinath Gaudiya Mat is actually, it says here, that they are following the appearance, the 126th appearance day of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. They're following it, instead of on Monday, they're following it on Sunday. So I'll look into that more, but it may be that we can go there to Gopinath Gaudiya Mat. We'll find out. Madhukar, he'll know. So that's the completion of today's class on Srila Gurudev's explanation of the song Yashomati Nandan. We'll finish that and more on the next 3 classes, or at least 2, Tuesday and Thursday, and then we'll see about Sunday. You can see about Sunday. So, yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Jai Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Srila Gurudeva ki jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga ki jai. Sachinandan Gaura Hari ki jai. Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Shri Panja Tattva ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Jai Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Jai Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavachai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaiva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai, all glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Sya slava sabrafyam se priyadanim.